University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. Last time we saw Manchester University earn the first of the 2 quarter-final victories they'll need if they're to qualify for the semi-finals. Tonight, 2 more teams embark on their journey through the labyrinthine third round. University College London had a very convincing win against Exeter University in their first round match, but a much closer fight in the second round against Jesus College Oxford. The lead changed hands several times, but UCL were 35 points ahead at the gong, helped by their knowledge of Paul Dirac, the Cape Verde Islands, and the industrialisation of bread making. Let's meet them for the third time.
Hello again. I'm Adam Papaphilippopoulos. I'm from London, and I'm reading for an MA in philosophy.
Hi, I'm Tom District-Smith. I'm from Cambridge and I'm studying medicine.
Here's their captain.
Hi, I'm Simon Dennis. I'm also from London and I'm studying the history and philosophy of science.
Hi, I'm Tom Parton. I'm originally from Penkridge in Staffordshire and I'm studying natural sciences.
Now, the team from the University of Bangor beat St Andrews in the first round and Durham University in the second in a closely fought match which saw them only 10 points ahead at the gong. They showed us that they can find their way around the Peloponnese, that they know the works of Voltaire, they know the human eyeball, and they relieved the entire population of the Principality by recognising the writers of the Welsh national anthem. Let's meet them again.
Hi, I'm Adam Pearce. I'm from Barry in South Wales and I'm studying for a PhD in Translation Studies.
Hi, I'm Mark Stevens. I'm from Winnington in Cheshire and I'm studying environmental science.
And this is their captain.
Hi, I'm Nina Grant. I'm from Enfield in London and I'm studying for a degree in French and linguistics.
Hi, I'm Simon Tomlinson. I'm originally from Manchester and I'm studying for a PhD in neuropsychology.
OK, let's crack on with it. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Mark Twain wrote that a young lady has no sex while a turnip has. Think what overwrought reverence that shows for the turnip and what callous disrespect for the girl. Which language was he describing on account of the difficulty he had in learning it?
Bangor Pierce.
German?
German is correct, yes. Right, the first set of bonuses, Bangor, are on a 16th century treatise. All states, all powers that have held or hold rule over men have been and are either republics or principalities. Which treatise of 1532 begins with those words?
The Prince by Machiavelli.
Correct. Machiavelli wrote The Prince whilst in exile and dedicated it to Lorenzo di Piero, the ruler of Florence from 1513 and a member of which family?
The Medici family.
Correct. Though some speak openly against my book, yet will they read me and thereby attain to Peter's chair. Which play by Marlowe has those lines in its prologue spoken by Machiavel?
Dr. Faustus?
No, it's the Jew of Malta. 10 points for this. In 1937, W.B. Yeats, as editor of the Oxford Book of Modern Verse, decided to omit the work of which poet from the anthology, commenting that passive suffering is not a theme for poetry. The poet in question had been killed in action in the last week of the First World War.
Bangor Pierce.
Wilfred Owen?
Correct. These bonuses are on 19th century periodicals, Bangor. Which novelist launched the weekly Household Words in 1850 and used it to serialise much of his later writing?
Charles Dickens?
It was. Established by John and Leigh Hunt in 1808, what was the name of the reformist weekly periodical that championed the work of poets including Shelley and Keats?
The Edinburgh Quarterly?
No, it was The Examiner. Founded in 1843 by James Wilson and still in print, which periodical was launched in an attempt to advance the repeal of the Corn Laws? It described itself as a political, literary and general newspaper.
The Manchester Guardian?
No, it was The Economist. 10 points for this. Which is the only group of the periodic table to include elements existing in the form of all 3 states of matter at standard pressure and temperature?
UCL Parton.
Halogens.
Yes, indeed, Group 17. Right, your bonuses, the first set for you, UCL, are on a Greek philosopher born in Sicily around 490 BC. Which philosopher taught that everything in existence is composed of the 4 underived and indestructible roots of fire, water, earth and air?
I'm not sure.
Demosthenes?
No, it's Empedocles. And secondly, in his poem On Nature, Empedocles argued that the four elements mingle and separate under the influence of which two opposing forces?
No, pass.
That was love and strife. And finally, according to legend, Empedocles leapt into the crater of which volcano in order that he might be thought a god?
Etna.
Correct. 10 points for this. Which national newspaper established itself in the market in the 1850s by undercutting other dailies in price and becoming London's first penny daily newspaper? Its political...
UCL Papa Philippopolis.
The Times.
No, you lose 5 points. Its political views were originally radical, and only later did it come to be regarded as embodying the outlook of conservative Middle England. You may not confer. One of you may buzz.
Banker Tomlinson.
Daily Telegraph.
The Daily Telegraph is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on place names in England this time, Bangor. In each case, your answer will be two towns or cities whose names share a common suffix, for example, London and Swindon. Firstly, the town that gives its name to a treaty of 1328 confirming Scottish independence, and the port of departure of the RMS Titanic in April 1912.
Northampton and Southampton?
Correct. Secondly, two English cities, one of which is home to the National Media Museum and the other to the Mappa Mundi, probably the largest medieval map still in existence.
Bradford and Hereford.
Correct. And finally, two cathedral cities around 30 miles apart on the River Severn. Come along.
Shrewsbury and Salisbury.
No, it's Gloucester and Worcester. Time for a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a passport issued by an EU member state, the name of which has been removed. 10 points if you can identify the country of issue.
Banker Tomlinson.
Austria.
Austria is correct, yes. Picture bonuses are 3 more passports issued by EU member states. Again, all you have to do is to identify the country of issue, the name having been removed in each case. Firstly, for 5.
Hungary.
It is Hungary. Secondly.
Czech Republic.
Correct. And finally.
Malta.
It is Malta, yes. 10 points for this starter question. Quote, you see in me the Chief Minister of Police in Europe. I keep an eye on everything. My contacts are such that nothing escapes me.
UCL Parton.
Mycroft Holmes.
No, you lose 5 points. Nothing escapes me. These are the words of which Austrian statesman who was head of government from 1815 to 48?
Banker Tomlinson.
Metternich.
Metternich is right, yes. These bonuses are on works of the French Enlightenment, Bangor. From around 1745 to 1772, which philosopher served as chief editor of the work known as the Encyclopédie, an unofficial manifesto for the Enlightenment?
Voltaire.
That was Diderot. Born 1689, which novelist and philosopher's best-known contribution to political theory was the work of 1748 on the spirit of the laws?
Maupassant.
No, that was Montesquieu. And finally, starting with a pledge to hide nothing, which work of 1782 by the Swiss-born thinker Jean-Jacques Rousseau is regarded as a significant development in the genre of autobiography?
The Confessions.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this starter question now. Meanings of what 5-letter word include the membrane joining the cap to the stem of an immature mushroom, the margin of the bell of a jellyfish that helps in propulsion, and the retractable...
Banker Pierce.
Gill.
No, you lose 5 points. And the retractable fabric awning used to shelter the audience in Roman theatres? None of you is going to buzz from UCL. It's the vellum. 10 points for this. Magnanimity in politics is not seldom the truest wisdom, and a great empire and little minds go ill together. These are the words of which Irish politician speaking in Parliament in 1775? He was later...
UCL Smith.
Jonathan Swift.
No. I'm afraid you lose 5 points. He was later the author of Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Bangor Tomlinson.
Edmund Burke.
Of course. Right, 15 points for these bonuses. They're on physics. In physics, the sentences smart people don't fail and silly people drive fast are mnemonics to help to remember the identification of what? Come on.
Methods of heat conduction?
No, they're atomic or molecular orbitals. In the SPDF notation scheme, for what does the letter S stand?
Standard?
No, it's sharp. And for what does the letter F stand?
Flat?
No, it's fundamental. 10 points for this. Deriving from a Latin word meaning mother church, what term denotes secular vocal music compositions of the Renaissance and Baroque eras?
UCL Smith.
Madrigal.
Correct. Right, your bonuses are on novels of the 1960s now, University College London. In each case, identify the work from its opening lines. All this happened, more or less. The war parts, anyway, are pretty much true. One guy I knew really was shot in Dresden for taking a teapot that wasn't his.
Slaughterhouse-Five?
Correct. She was so deeply embedded in my consciousness that for the first year of school, I seem to have believed that each of my teachers was my mother in disguise.
That's not the Catcher in the Rye, is it? Oh, the Catcher in the Rye, is it? I don't think so.
The Catcher in the Rye?
That was earlier. It's Portnoy's Complaint. Finally, which British novel of 1962 begins with the words, what's it going to be then, eh?
Brighton Rock. Brighton Rock.
Brighton Rock?
No, it's A Clockwork Orange. 10 points for this. What natural insecticide is obtained from the flowers of Chrysanthemum cinerarifolium? It's neurotoxic for insects, and whilst toxic to other animals, it's considered one of the safest insecticides for use in food plants.
UCL Parton.
Paraquat?
Certainly not. Bangor? One of you buzz? No, it's pyrethrin or pyrethrum. 10 points for this. Listen carefully. Words meaning one who refused to attend services of the Church of England and legendary figures, half man, half horse, are anagrams of the name of which ancient Italian civilization?
UCL Smith.
Etruscan.
Etruscan is correct, yes. Your bonuses, UCL, are on an art gallery established in 1897. The collection of which London gallery includes The Laughing Cavalier by Franz Hals and Poussin's A Dance to the Music of Time?
The Wallace Collection?
It is indeed. The Wallace Collection includes a number of works by which artist, active in Paris in the first 2 decades of the 18th century, and often credited with the invention of the genre known as fête galante.
No, pass.
That's Watteau. And finally, both in the Wallace Collection, Perseus and Andromeda and The Rape of Europa are works by which Venetian artist born around 1488?
Titian?
Titian is correct, yes. We're going to take a music round now. To your music starter, you'll hear the final moments in the lives of 2 operatic characters. 10 points if you can name both characters.
UCL Parton.
Romeo and Juliet?
Indeed, in Guna's rendering thereof, yes. Right, for your bonuses, some more operatic characters on the point of death. Again, all 3 are based on figures in works of literature. In each case, I want the name of the character. Firstly, for 5.
No, sorry, pass.
That's Othello. And secondly?
No, sorry, pass.
That's Tristan from Richard Wagner. And finally?
Dido.
It is Dido from Dido and Aeneas by Purcell. Well done. Right, 10 points for this. What is the English title of the memoir of the French journalist and stroke victim Jean-Dominique Bout?
UCL Tushchuk-Smith.
The diving bell and the butterfly.
Correct, yes. These bonuses are on a name, UCL. Which is the largest of Neptune's moons and is the only large satellite in the solar system to move in a retrograde orbit?
Triton.
Correct. A triton is a subatomic particle composed of 1 proton and 2 neutrons and is the nucleus of tritium, a radioactive isotope of which element?
Hydrogen.
Correct. Triton cristatus is a crested species of which amphibian native to Britain?
Is it newt?
Newt.
Correct. 10 points for this. The efficiency of cooking achieved by hexagonal close packing in a 4+5+4 arrangement is thought by some to be the origin of what two-word term dating to the 13th century?
UCL Papa Philippopoulos.
Hodgepot.
No.
Bangor Stevens.
That's production.
No, it's Baker's dozen. 10 points for this. In terms of population, what state is to the USA as Uttar Pradesh is to India, Sao Paulo to Brazil, and New South Wales to Australia?
UCL Dennis.
California.
California is correct, the most populous, of course. Get all these bonuses, you're on level pegging. They're on an organisation. Which organisation was formed at a conference in Cairo in March 1945 by representatives of 7 countries? It currently has 22 member states.
The Arab League.
Correct. When Egypt was suspended from the Arab League for a 10-year period after the signing of the Camp David Agreement, to which country were the headquarters of the League relocated?
Syria, I guess. I'm not sure.
Syria.
No, it's Tunisia. Which island nation lying in the Indian Ocean to the northwest of Madagascar is the only member of the Arab League to lie wholly within the southern hemisphere?
Mauritius.
No, it's the Comoros. 10 points for this. In fine art, the rubbing technique known as frottage is particularly associated with which German-born Dada and Surrealist artist who used it extensively in his 1926...
UCL Papa Philippopoulos.
Hans-Jan Arp.
No, used it extensively. Used 5 points in his 1926 portfolio Histoire Naturelle.
Bangor Grant.
Gustav Klimt.
No, it was Max Ernst. 10 points for this. One of the Archimedean solids, a cuboctahedron, has 6 equal square faces joined at the corners and connected by 8 of which plane figure?
UCL Parton.
Triangles.
Triangle is correct, yes. Right, these bonuses are on Spanish wine, UCL. According to a widely circulated remark, Sir Alexander Fleming said that if penicillin can cure those that are ill, which Spanish drink can bring the dead back to life?
Sherry. Was it
Let's have it, chaps.
Sherry.
Sherry.
Correct. Sharing its name with an elevated plateau in the centre of the country, which Spanish wine region is usually said to be the world's largest continuous vine-growing region?
La Mancha.
Correct, that gives you the lead. Which region's wineries are divided into the 3 districts of Alavesa, Alta and Baja?
Rioja.
Rioja is correct. The scores on 110 and 100. We're going to take our second picture round. Your picture starter is an illustration of a 19th century poem. 10 points if you can identify the poem and its author.
Bangor Tomlinson.
Is it The Lady of Shalott by Tennyson?
It is indeed, yes. Get these bonuses, you'll retake the lead. Following on from that painting by Walter Crane, your picture bonuses are 3 more 19th century paintings of the Lady of Shalott by British painters. 5 points for each you can identify, each artist. Firstly for 5. Come on.
Nominate Tomlinson.
Oh.
Holman Hunt.
It is indeed, yes. Secondly,
No. Okay. Rossetti.
no, that's John Atkinson Grimshaw. And finally,
Waterhouse.
it is Waterhouse, yes. 10 points for this. The liberties of England and the Protestant religion I will maintain. Which royal figure made that claim when he...
Banker Pierce.
I was going to Elizabeth I, but no.
I'm afraid you lose 5 points. When he landed at Brixham in Devon in 1688.
UCL Tushchuk Smith.
William I.
No! William I. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. You know it's very wrong. It's only up by about 600 years or so. Anyway, no, it's William of Orange, of course, William III. So another starter question now. Around 200 kilometres southeast of Delhi, which former Mughal capital is best known as the site of the Taj Mahal?
UCL Dennis.
Agra.
Agra is correct. Yes, you get a set of bonuses this time. Having retaken the lead on a physicist who was awarded the 1971 Nobel Prize in Physics for the invention and development of the holographic method.
No, pass.
Dennis Garbor. The initial experiments in basic holography were an attempt to improve what laboratory apparatus for resolving atomic lattices?
Electron microscope.
Correct. Garbor took British citizenship in 1946 and in 1958 was appointed Professor of Applied Physics at which institution?
Maybe Manchester. Manchester's pretty hot on physics.
Manchester University.
No, it's Imperial College London. 5 minutes to go, 10 points for this. Born near Paris in 1882, which artist is generally regarded to have been the co-founder with Picasso of the Cubist movement?
UCL Tushchuk Smith.
Georges Braque.
Yes. Right, your bonuses are on Northern England. At an altitude of 893 metres, what is the highest point on the Pennine Way and the highest in England outside the Lake District?
Kinder Scout, maybe.
Kinder Scout.
No, it's Crossfell. The western slopes of Crossfell are the source of which strong wind occurring particularly during the spring?
Mistral.
No idea.
That's the Helm wind. And finally, rising near the summit of Crossfell, which river flows east for more than 80 miles and reaches the North Sea south of Hartlepool?
Not sure at all. Not good on the Trent.
No, it's the Tees. 4.5 or 4 and a bit minutes to go and 10 points for this. In physics, force divided by acceleration or momentum divided by velocity gives what?
UCL Barton.
Mass.
It does give mass, yes. Your bonuses, UCL, are on novels whose titles include one or more points of the compass. In each case, give the title from the description. Firstly, a 1952 work by John Steinbeck, the film version of which starred James Dean in his first major screen role.
East of Eden.
Correct. Secondly, a 1992 novel by Haruki Murakami in which Hajime, a successful jazz bar owner, tries to decide between an enigmatic childhood friend and his wife. Come on, let's have it, please.
No, we don't know.
It's south of the border, west of the sun. And finally, an industrial novel of 1854 by Elizabeth Gaskell. Its characters include Margaret Hale and John Thornton.
North and South.
Correct. Another starter question now. 12 Angry Men, Serpico, The Fugitive Kind and Dog Day Afternoon are among the films of which prolific...
UCL Dennis.
Sidney Lumet.
Sidney Lumet is correct, yes. These bonuses are on botany. Name all 3 of the structures that form the carpel of a typical angiosperm.
I don't know.
No.
Come on.
No, pass.
It's the stigma, the style and the ovary. After fertilisation, which part of the carpel develops into the pericarp of the fruit?
Yeah. What Tom said.
Come on.
The ovary.
Specifically...
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I need a precise answer. It's the ovary wall, the outer layer of the ovary. And finally, what short term denotes a dry, indehiscent fruit, usually containing a single seed with lignified pericarp?
A nut.
Correct. 10 points for this. The one-word name of which Southeast Asian country is an anagram for a common word meaning in addition?
UCL Papa Philippopoulos.
Laos.
Laos is correct. These bonuses are on place names. All three answers begin with the same two letters. Firstly, one of the shallowest in the world. Which sea is linked to the Black Sea by the Strait of Kerch?
Yeah. Azov.
Correct. What is the modern name of the village in the Pas-de-Calais that is the site of a battle of October 1415?
It was Agincourt. Yeah, but it's got to be AZ. Is it first? That's the way. Yeah.
Agincourt.
It was called Agincourt. It's Azincourt. Which group of islands includes Graciosa, Pico and São Miguel?
Azores.
Azores is correct. Another starter question. In optics, what is the focal length of a perfectly planar mirror?
UCL Parton.
0.
Anyone like to buzz from?
Bangor Tomlinson.
Infinity.
Infinity is correct, yes. Your bonuses, Bangor, are on people born in the city of Rouen. Le Cid, La Veuve and Sinner are among the tragedies of which dramatist born in Rouen in 1606 and a rival of Racine?
Molière.
No, it's Corneille. Born 1791, which influential painter's work includes The Charging Chasseur, Portrait of a Kleptomaniac and The Wrath of the Medusa?
Delacroix.
No, Jericho. And finally, born in Rouen in 1864, the author Maurice Leblanc created which gentleman thief, sometimes seen as a counterpart to Sherlock Holmes? Come on.
Pass.
It's Arsène Lupin. 10 points for this. In the subtitle of a 1947 book, what was defined by Stephen Potter as the art of winning games without actually... that is on Bangor University have 125, University College London have 190. Well, for much of that, it looked as if you guys were going to win from Bangor. Congratulations to you, University College London. Terrific score after you finally woke up. We shall look forward to seeing you for sure. Bangor, you will have to come back and win twice more to go through to the semi-finals. I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye from Bangor University.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from University College London.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.